Hello my gorgeous friends, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at some new products and letting you know if they are worth your money or not. The first product we're going to be talking about is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light 210N. Sorry, it's messy. I've definitely been testing it out, trying to make it work. So it does come in this little compact, and underneath the powder is a separate little compartment that comes with a sponge that you could use to apply it or apply it with a brush. I found that applying it with a sponge has made it too heavy and just made my skin look way more textured than usual. I've also tried applying it lightly and it still accentuates texture without much coverage, which I was hoping it would give some more coverage if it was going to be textured. Just to give you an example, with my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear 24-hour powder, this powder again can make your skin look textured if you're not careful, but at least it provides you with a lot of coverage. I will pop up the retail price right here of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. So it's not an inexpensive powder for the drugstore by any means. And I was just expecting a little bit more from it. I honestly feel like the e.l.f. Camo powder provides the same amount of coverage as my Rimmel Stay Matte. This is in the shade Sandstorm 004, which is not much coverage, but this Stay Matte does not enhance the texture on my skin at all. If anything, it helps smooth out my pores. And this is a third of the cost of the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. These are two more drugstore powders that I really love and have more coverage than the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and are not as cakey looking on your skin. Even though I won't use this as a foundation or any kind of setting powder on my face, I'm not letting it go to waste. I am still using it to set my eyeshadow primer before I blend my eyeshadow on my lids, so at least it gets some use that way. The next product that I've been testing for the past few weeks is the Tarte Dab and Go. This is a hair concealer with a sponge applicator, and this is what the product looks like. I have the color dark brown, and you twist off the lid, and here's the sponge, and inside the lid is the powder. So once you start dabbing this on, if you need more powder, you can twist it into the lid again. So I have a few gray hairs, which I did not cover today, just so I could kind of show you this dab and go. So this does work really well, hopefully you can see on camera, to cover the grays, the little gray strands in my hair. And I also, with my thin hair, I also like to apply some in my part, and especially places underneath where my hair is thinning and towards the front of my hairline. So I was really impressed with how neat this product was and how much of a good match it was for my hair color. The only thing that didn't impress me as much is this didn't last as long as the product that I usually use, which is the Clairol Root Touch-Up. I also use the shade dark brown. The Clairol one is a little messier to apply, but I feel like once it is on my hair, it stays there until I shower and shampoo and wash it out of my hair. Whereas the Tarte Dab and Go fades within a few hours. They both have their pros and cons. The sponge applicator definitely makes it easier to cover the grays when you're first doing it. So what I've started doing, since I already have both of these, is dipping my sponge into the Clairol Root Touch-Up and using that to dab out the grays, and then it's kind of the best of both worlds. The other thing that I wanted to test out this product for is I've seen some YouTubers, especially Raw Beauty Christie, I'll link her channel below, they use a sponge-like product like this to fill in their eyebrows. So I thought that I would test this out on that, and it actually works fairly well. Again, kind of messier than just filling in your brows with a pencil. But if you're in a hurry and you need to get this done quickly, then this definitely makes that a lot easier. Let me know down in the comments how you think that looks on my eyebrows. Again, I prefer some other products, but it definitely is the fastest way to do your brows. And in case you're looking for where to get the eyebrow stencils, e.l.f. sells a set. And there's also a set that I even found at the Dollar Tree. Like I said before, I've been testing these two products out for a couple of weeks. But the next product I thought I would test with you guys and see how it works on camera. The Ardell Light as Air lashes say that they feel weightless and 50% lighter than other lashes. Typically, I don't wear lashes that are this big, but this was the smallest I could find in this style. So I have these velour lashes that I think once I cut down the Ardells will be fairly similar. So we're gonna compare these and see if they feel any lighter. And we'll also see if they apply any differently as well. I typically use the Ardell Duo Glue that's in the green packaging, but I saw this new on Sephora and it has white and black on the same lash pen. So I thought that I would give that a try. I'm going to use the white side for today because that is what I'm the most familiar with. This is what the Ardell Duo 2-in-1 looks like. This is the end with the dark adhesive, and this is the end with the clear adhesive. We're gonna start by taking the Ardell Lighter Than Air, number 521, off of its packaging. I can tell that the band on the Ardell lashes are a lot thinner. This is the velour lash. First, I'm going to use my nail clippers to cut down the Ardell ones to the same length as the velour ones. And cutting with a set of nail clippers is so much easier because it just makes a clean clip, much easier than using any kind of scissors. Now I'm bending the Ardell Light as Air lashes like I normally do, just so that they are rounder to fit the shape of my eye better. Next, I'm applying the lash glue to the Ardell lash, focusing on the ends of the lash, just because if the lash is going to lift, that's typically where it would lift. Letting that glue dry for a second while I pull out my mirror. I always like to have my mascara done first. It just seems to blend the lashes together a little more easily. This way the mascara doesn't get on to your lashes. Wow, especially for being as big of a lash as they are, I think they still look really good, and they definitely do feel lighter than typical lashes. I'm going to put the velour lash onto my right eye so I can be sure to feel the difference. So putting the glue onto the velour lash. And even though this band is obviously thicker than the lighter than lash one, this really isn't an overly thick band for lashes. Letting that glue dry while I get my eyelash tool and my mirror. Okay, first impressions. I think that with my eyeliner on, that you can't really tell which lash band is thicker, but let me know down in the comments what you think. If you can tell if the lash band on the right is a lot thicker than the lash band on the left, but most definitely, first impression, this eyelash is already much heavier than this eyelash. So I'm going to wear them for a few hours and let you know if they are still feeling differently. To sum things up, the e.l.f. Camo Foundation Powder is a no for me. The Tarte Dab and Go I think is really innovative. I love how neat it is, and combining it with my other products, I'm super excited to continue using this. And I'm super excited about these lighter than air lashes. I can't wait to wear these more often. I love the big fluttery design. What do you think? Have you tried any of these products? Have they worked better for you? Do you have any tips of ways that I could use this powder better? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love you so much. Bye.